Hi, in this video I'm going to show you how to put together this 3x4 and 4x6 mini album with box. I've already completed the little 3x4 album, but this is basically what the large one's going to look like too. It fits a 3x4 card in the pockets perfectly. So if you have a stash of 3x4 cards from your paper collections or Project Life collections, you could use this little album to use some of those cards and make a fun little mini album piece. So I have cut out all the pieces here in front of me. You'll see that there's a lid and there's some little embellishment pieces in a cluster that you need to cut to put on top of the lid panels. You'll see that there's, well, these cards just are separate. I just hand cut these out of a paper collection. There's a little binding piece that will go on the binding edge of your album. You're going to need a piece of ribbon. There's a large box to form the box portion, and this is going to require a 12x12 sheet of paper for the larger box, the 4x6 box. It will require a smaller sheet of paper for the 3x4. It's 8.5 by 11 compatible. So just keep that in mind as you're purchasing this file. And it also includes several pocket pages, and you can cut, let's see, I believe I have 8 in the file, and that is what I've cut right here. I thought I cut an extra one, but I guess I didn't. So let me show you how to put that together really quick. It's super easy. This is what it'll look like when it's flat. You're just going to fold it in half, and you're going to fold the little glue tab in half on the glue tab, and then you're just going to put some adhesive down that glue tab, and then you're going to put a little adhesive around these holes at the bottom to hold that bottom section together so your book is nice and tight at the bottom. So just glue that down, and then you should have 8 of those all cut out, and now you're ready to bind it. So this is such an easy project. And just so you're aware, if you'll feel where we have that glue flap, I like to get about half of my pages going one way and half the other to kind of distribute that extra bulk. So I'm just going to do that real quick. Make sure that they're, let's see, make sure they're all going the right way. Let's see, we'll flip that one over. Okay, so now we have about half going each direction. It just kind of helps make your book the same thickness rather than really thick on one end and really skinny on the other. So now you're just going to take your little binding edge, fold it on the perforation lines, and just line the holes up. And I'm using a piece of ribbon to bind mine. You could probably use some twine, or if you're not planning to use the box, you could use some rings. But if you're going to use the box, I don't think binder rings would work very well. So I'm just going to feed that up, these 2 holes, and then I'm just going to tie a little knot right here. And then cut the end off. Okay. Cut just a tiny bit more off of this end. Okay, now we're done with that. So now your little album is complete, and you can just put 4x6 cards in these slots, or photos, or whatever you'd like. So I'll just slide a few of those in. Okay. Okay, so now we're just ready to create our box, and that is super simple as well. Just need to fold on all the perforated lines towards the inside. And then I like to glue this flap first. So I'll go ahead and put some adhesive down the long flap. And then I just usually fold the piece right back on top of itself so I can push against the table for a nice adhesion there. Okay, so now you're just left at the bottom, and you just need to fold all those flaps towards the inside as well. And then we need to put glue on those 3 flaps, or adhesive, I mean. Probably would have been easier to do this while it was still flat, but I made it work. So just tuck all those flaps in. And then you're going to need to reach down inside the box with something long. I'm just going to use my scissors since they're handy and just make sure that those glue flaps glue down on both sides. Okay, so now we just need to assemble the lid. And we do that by just folding all those pieces in and putting adhesive on the 4 flaps. Okay, so our little lid should fit on the top of that box just neatly, and our album should slide down in the box just perfectly. So there you have it, a nice little box to fit your 4x6 and 3x4 albums in, and they're just a fun way to give these as a gift or store them when you're not using them. So I hope you enjoy making these projects and have a great day. Bye bye.